What's it gonna take for Rhea Ripley's haters to stop kidding themselves? She's sitting pretty atop Monday Night Raw, the women's world champion once again, bulldozing every hurdle like it's nothing. And yet there's this pack of doubters who'd rather eat glass than admit she's the real deal. Today, we're ripping into a story that's wilder than a no-holds-barred brawl, a WWE Legends. Stunning words that might finally shove the naysayers into a chokehold they can't break. Strap in, because this tale's got more twists than a ladder match gone haywire. Let's rewind the tape and unpack Rhea Ripley's 2024. It's a saga that'd break most wrestlers like a brittle chair shot. She kicked things off with the women's world title locked tight for 380 days, a reign that started in April 2023 and rolled deep into spring 2024. That's over a year of running the show, shrugging off challengers like they were warm-up acts. Picture her at Elimination Chamber 2024, Perth, Australia, her stomping grounds, facing Nia Jax in front of 50,000 screaming Aussies who treated her like a rock star. She didn't just win, she owned it, slamming Jax with a riptide that sent shockwaves through the arena floor. Then came WrestleMania 40, Philadelphia's Lincoln Financial Field, where she squared off with Becky Lynch under those blinding lights. They traded punches like prizefighters. Becky's disarmor met with Rhea's powerbomb tease, a 15-minute slugfest ending with Rhea pinning the man clean. She walked out champ, a statement etched in neon. But the wrestling gods weren't done testing her. 2 injuries blindsided her: April's shoulder tweak post-Mania, then a July knee scare forcing her to ditch the title twice. The haters pounced, smirking on X. She's finished, overrated trash. Oh, they misjudged her bad. Rhea didn't just limp back, she roared in like a storm, snatching the belt from Liv Morgan in January 2025 after a cage match that left the crowd hoarse and the mat stained. Every fall made her sharper, tougher, hungrier, and it's got her critics clawing for air. But one voice, a wrestling immortal, sees her through a lens they can't duck. Ric Flair, the nature boy, strutted onto Gabby AF and dropped a bomb that's still rattling cages across the WWE Universe. This isn't some casual opinion. Flair's a 16-time world champ, a guy who's lived every chapter of this sport, and he doesn't toss praise around like cheap confetti. Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair are in a class of their own, he declared, that raspy drawl cutting through the noise. She and Rhea right now are the 2 best in the business. Chew on that. He tipped his hat to Mercedes Moné, who's lighting up AEW with her own fire, but with her off WWE's radar. Flair's blunt, Rhea and Charlotte are the division's twin peaks, towering over the rest. For the keyboard warriors who spam overrated every time Rhea's name flashes, that's a haymaker from a legend who's forgotten more about wrestling than they'll ever grasp. Flair's not just propping up his daughter here, he's hoisting Rhea onto a pedestal next to her. And it's got the haters reeling. But he didn't stop with a quick nod, he dug in, and what he said next lit a fuse. Flashback to WrestleMania 39, April 2023, SoFi Stadium in LA. Rhea vs. Charlotte Flair, a clash that still got fans buzzing. Rick called it the gold standard for women's wrestling, a match so fierce, so gripping, that nothing's matched it since. Not on Raw's Red brand, not SmackDown's Blue, not even the gritty indie shows he's caught on late-night streams. They haven't had a match like that in the women's division that I've seen on TV anywhere since, he said, voice thick with reverence. Picture the scene: Charlotte, the queen, all poise and precision, strutting in with that Flair swagger, facing Rhea's raw, unfiltered power. Nearly 20 minutes of chaos, Charlotte locking in the figure 8, Rhea countering with the prism trap, nearfalls that had 70,000 fans on their feet. The end? Rhea spiking Charlotte with a riptide, pinning her to snag the SmackDown Women's title, later fused into the world title lineage. Flair's dead on, it was a classic, a bar setter that's still ringing in our ears. Charlotte's got the trophy case, 2 Royal Rumble wins, 14 reigns, a legacy that'll outlast the arenas she's filled. But Rhea's got something fiercer, momentum that's swelling like a tsunami ready to drown the division. The whispers are growing, could she eclipse Charlotte as the GOAT? It's a debate with teeth. But the path to that crown was a battlefield. Life hurled some vicious shots her way. Twice in 2024, Rhea crashed hard, each time looking like a career ender. April hit first, post-WrestleMania. A shoulder tweak from a brutal Becky suplex gone wrong. She vacated the title on Raw, grimacing as she handed it over. While X lit up with glee, she's out for 6 months. Denizo, docs said 12 weeks minimum. Rhea was back in 8, smirking at the camera, shoulder taped but swinging. Then July rolled in, a house show in Texas. A bad landing off a top rope move tweaking her knee. Another vacancy. Another chorus of she's washed from the cheap seats. They didn't learn. October comes, and she's storming the ring. knee braced but moving like a predator, silencing the noise with every step. Backstage, the whispers got wild. Crew members swore she's got some freakish healing edge, shrugging off pain that'd sideline a tank. One trainer allegedly told a dirt sheet, "She's back too fast, it's not normal." Hype or not, she didn't just return, she came back swinging, eyes blazing, locked on her throne, and that's when the real chaos erupted. Cue Liv Morgan, the spark that ignited a year-long wildfire. It kicked off with a knife twist. Liv seduced Dominic Mysterio, flipped Judgment Day into chaos, and snatched the title in April when Rhea was down. SummerSlam 2024 was Liv's victory lap. She pranced out with Dom on the belt, blowing kisses to a seething Rhea watching from the crowd. Payback brewed slow. Rhea ambushed Liv on Raw, tossing her through a barricade, only for Liv to retaliate at Survivor Series, locking Rhea in a War Games cage with a smirk. The feud dragged into 2025, Liv spray painting Rhea sucks on her locker, Rhea suplexing Liv onto steel steps, a cat-and-mouse game that had fans hooked. January brought the climax, a steel cage match on Raw, blood dripping from both, Rhea scaling the top to crash Liv with a riptide that shook the ring. She pinned her, title back in hand, crowd roaring like a jet engine. But the story's got legs, words floating that Liv's not finished. Some say she's scheming backstage, eyeing a chamber run-in or a WrestleMania twist. That shadow keeps the heat simmering as Rhea's next chapter looms massive. March 1, 2025, Toronto's Rogers Centre. Elimination Chamber time. The women's match is a pressure cooker. Liv Morgan, Alexa Bliss, Bianca Belair, Bayley, Naomi, Roxanne Perez. Winners got Rhea at WrestleMania 41. And the tension's thick enough to cut. Let's slice it up. Roxanne Perez, NXT's hotshot, just debuted on Raw, too fresh for a title shot. She's out. Liv Morgan? Nope, WWE's not looping that feud yet. She's sidelined. Naomi's neck-deep in SmackDown drama with Jade Cargill, scratch her off. Bianca Belair's a tag champ on SmackDown. Locked in with Jade, brand split and gold nicks her, down to Bayley and Alexa Bliss. And the air's buzzing with stakes. Bayley's been grinding since her WWE Women's title run crashed in 2024, jumped to Raw. She's got that veteran fire, a redemption tale begging for a win. She's technical, relentless, the kind of worker who'd push Rhea to her limit. Then there's Alexa Bliss. Royal Rumble 2025 saw her return after a year off, popping SmackDown crowds with that eerie grin and twisted edge. Bayley's got the mat game, but Alexa's chaos vibe, think fiendish mind games, and that unpredictable spark pairs perfect with Rhea's brawling style. Rumors swirl, WWE might bank on Bayley's slow burn arc, but Alexa's comeback heat's got execs drooling. Picture Bayley outlasting the chamber, bloodied but standing, or Alexa slinking through, that wicked laugh ringing out. I'm leaning Bayley, she's due, but Alexa's wild card shot keeps me guessing. Either way, Rhea's staring down a war that'll test her bones. WrestleMania 41's the prize. Rhea's missing gem. She's stacked titles, rivalries, classics that'll echo forever, but no main event under those Vegas lights at Allegiant Stadium. Backstage buzz says WWE's All In. Insiders whisper she's their next big bet, a Cena-level push to crown her the division's face. Bayley or Alexa could headline night one. Rhea slamming the mat, pyro blazing, 70,000 chanting her name. Haters'll scoff, but the signs are neon bright. She's not just a star, she's the future carved in steel. Rhea Ripley's fought through hell, lost belts, defied injuries, earned Ric Flair's seal. The haters can't stop her climb. She's not just Charlotte's peer, she might be the one to drag the women's division into its boldest dawn. So what's it gonna take for the doubters to cave? WrestleMania 41 could ram the truth home or leave them gagging on their own denial one last time.